Welcome back to another match in the Trash Bowl. European servers, quarterfinals. We have Universe and we have Ryukuma. And this is gonna be fun. Universe this time does have to play the Priest, which probably is not exactly his favorite deck, but his Token Druid is banned by Ryukuma. And Ryukuma's Control Warrior, obviously, very sensible, banned by Universe. Universe coming in with the very aggro-heavy lineup. You've seen it in game 1. So
yeah,
he does not want any part of that warrior. He banned it against me too in the first round, so only sensible. See, double Farset on the bottom there, kept by Ryu. That's very interesting. Universe coming up with the Hunter. He started the same way against me in the first round with the mid-range Hunter first game, and it seems we are lagging a bit because there's no lag.
Yeah, I have to probably quickly.
We are there. We're finally in the build.
We made it.
We made it.
We only missed like 3 turns.
Yeah, nothing important.
I mean, I was also saying we know roughly what happened.
You see a big walk and a big Feoris, though, on the hand for Ryukuma.
Yeah, Feoris is gonna summon a Wisp.
It's gonna be insane.
And a 7-drop and a 10-drop. 5-drop. But, you know.
Really strong.
Because the Witch's Brew with a discount will be considered as such.
Alright, Huffer Companion come. It's
Misha.
What? It's the big bear. Scavenging Hyena with it, makes sense there, Universe.
Yeah, Scavenging Hyena works really well with a
taunt. Also drawn. You come with the big hand and full stuff. It's crazy. He might pull out that Hagatha scheme right away.
Yeah, get done with it. You still have the Earthquake to deal with. Yeah. Other stuff. Have I ever mentioned that Earthquake perfectly deals with hyenas? Well, no, with hyenas. High-mates.
High-mates, yeah.
And the following hyenas. Not entirely what we said there, but yeah.
And there's the Earthquake on the high main.
Hey, it deals 5 to the high main.
As was expected.
And then 2 to the hyenas.
Perfect stuff. And we have Hagatha coming up the turn after. And then you have your big hitters lined up. Now, Feoris and Shudderwalk both are not very strong at the moment. Because not that many Battle Cries have been played, not that many spells are in his hand.
Yeah, on the same token, you can say that Unleash the Beast right now isn't also the optimal play, but I mean, it is
it's a good play.
It is the optimal play given the hand. But I'm saying it's the optimal situation.
I think it's a really good play. You put a 5-5 down.
Yeah, no, but generally speaking, you prefer it to have
Unseen.
rush.
Yeah, Unseen Saboteur is really interesting, but probably not very strong here.
Especially knowing that Unleash the Beast is on hand.
This is there, yeah.
And you also know their opponent has Animal Companion.
Yeah.
And that
he wants to pull one of those targeted spells, like the removal spells.
Yeah, I don't think you wanna exactly. You know your opponent even runs secrets in this variety of mid-range, which is a little unusual, but definitely not bad per se. And again, specifically concerning concerning the Saboteur, of course, that helps out. I honestly don't hate Dire Frenzy right now, although that's a little awkward because then
it's a rusher.
You know, I'm saying it's a little awkward for the mana because I guess it
works with the secret.
Yeah,
looks fine.
It looks like he might actually hero power if I saw that.
He might if he feels like it. Yeah, he does. Just all out.
See, I like that because you know that there, as you've said before, Pressure Plate is not so good against the Battlecry Focus Charm because there's a lot of small things.
Uzi Boy draw?
And exactly, now the Ooze Magic Plate.
Do you play Ooze and heal to full or what do you do?
And
Shudderwalk? What does Shudderwalk do?
Well, more if you play the Ooze first.
Yeah.
Also more if you play the Saboteur first, and
oh, big time! That was the high roll. Wow.
That was the ultimate high roll.
That was the ultimate. That was the roll of high rolls. God. Could have been Unleash the Beast. Could have been the trap. Nope. Pulls the right spell with the right target. The perfect target too. Incredible.
And he did draw his 8-8 rush though.
Incredible.
5-mana 8-8 rush. That's pretty decent.
Don't hate those. And that's coming down right away. We have a way to deal with that. We have lightning bolt.
Yeah, but that then also deals with the ooze.
That's cool.
You know that is fine.
I'm controlling.
I'm
all good. I might just run the ooze, yeah. Run the ooze in there, play Feoris. Why not?
Commence the Wisp.
There we go.
There it is.
Everything.
That's just the way you wisp.
That's the way you wisp. And now the tables have turned a little bit in Ryukuma's favor.
Well, Unleash deals very nicely with the 4/4, but that's about it. The Scale Height also deals very well with the 1/1.
Go for lifesteal here. Remember, there's bloodlust in the hand. Also, so you gotta be looking at it.
Well, but you don't expect that. That's a generated card. Yeah. You can assume that it might happen.
I'm talking like for Ryukuma. Oh, walking fountain drawn. That's big. You might just play the fountain here to go safe. Play the fountain, clear up everything, and just win the turn after. He's gonna test for traps here. That makes sense.
He just goes to the place, it seems, and takes out the biggest threat, and then he plays.
I would have liked him to go face with the other one too and play walking fountain. I don't know what he was worried about there.
Well, he didn't want to have to hit the walking fountain into the 2/5 twice, I guess.
No, but you have still lightning bolt. Like you hit once both and play lightning bolt. That was the line I was looking at here. But either way, it should be.
But then you're overloaded. That's not necessarily a huge issue right now.
I just need to play bloodlust. I just need bloodlust. That's all I need. I'm good.
Well, bloodlust kills one of your minions, and now you pretty much know it. Not sure what the exact list of secrets is, but after all of those tests, you definitely know.
I can play lightning storm. I can play everything. I'm just winning. I don't think there's a way for Universe to get back in this, especially with the Witch's Brew with all heal. Yeah, I think he knows it too. This should be GG's.
Well, of course he knows it because
GG's,
that is it's one off
with lightning bolt. It is, yeah.
Yeah, you can expect 1 point of damage to come from somewhere.
Somehow. Smart play from Ryukuma, not even risking the pressure plate before a bloodlust. So good stuff, and that's a win. That's a 1-0 lead for Ryukuma there, getting off to a good start with the shaman that he definitely believes a lot in. It's one of the more unique builds in this tournament. I think we've seen Rixer also bring a similar one against UNN in the quarterfinals. Yeah, when
I was naming all the deck lists, I looked at the deck list and I almost wrote down Quest Shaman until I saw that there is in fact no Quest there.
No Quest.
Which, kind of an integral card in the Quest deck.
Yeah, usually, maybe. But it's not built as a Quest deck, or not built like a Quest deck too much. It's a solid build.
When you scroll through deck list, like there's some cards that just you just happen to start reading somewhere usually. And oftentimes I read at the top end because it's more distinguished there. And you see Shudderwalk and you're like, oh, easy.
Shudderwalk goes everywhere. Shudderwalk can go into every shaman deck. He's just that strong.
Yeah, I was about to say Murlocs, but then I realized that used to be the meta thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Alright. Seem to have a Quest Druid now on the hand, and a pretty good start. The Feoris and the scenarios, not so much, but you can get your quest done, you can get it done by turn 4. Play the coin right now, play with the Expedition next turn, you're set, basically. Universe on the Hunter knows what to do exactly. I know that he's familiar with the concept of Quest Druid and has played against it a bunch, so he knows what he needs to be doing here.
Which is optimally win fast.
Win fast. We can't wait until the big stuff comes down. You see those hitters there, scenarios for yours. Once those comes down, no me too, you have a problem. But that's not in reach just yet.
Kuhn the Forgotten.
See, Kuhn is a really good card in this deck, and you can totally run him, but right now you already have so much stuff.
Quick disclaimer, actually, for those who are now just joining in the middle of the tournament. You cannot run him in this tournament, since we started the tournament before the Doom in the Tomb event, and thereby all the deck lists do not contain Doom in the Tomb cards.
Yeah, that's why you're not seeing the Reggies.
Exactly.
Alright, is it Animal Companion? Oh, it seems like it. Misha again, so he's really gambling on the bear today. He's really going for it.
I don't hate it.
No, it's probably the best one there.
Power of the Wild, maybe into the Panther. That seems reasonable.
Yeah, the big stuff isn't helping you much. You need to definitely get it done as soon as possible here, and then establish some control, like solidify a little bit.
Yeah, and then the question then
comes up. Have choices if you're Universe. You can go Lynx into Wolves. You can go Houndmaster. Decides to go White.
Yeah, I mean the White makes sense for the Hyena buffs as well.
Or just those 2 Timberwolves. I mean, you're not gonna clean that up. You're gonna die very soon.
Yeah.
Look at all this damage coming in right now.
And the Keeper of the Grove could help a little bit with that, but optimally you'd want it to go on the Hyena after the quest is done to just kill it off as is.
Oh, bees now. Bees now on Hyena.
Bees do kill off the Hyena, but it still leaves 10 points of damage on the board.
12 with hero power.
12 with hero power, yeah.
Or
Houndmaster and hero power just not quite available in the same turn, but basically it's now draw, kill command, and win.
Dire Frenzy. Dire Frenzy, man.
That's still one off.
It's one off, but...
I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong. Dire Frenzy and Mishas I actually like. No, not as much in this matchup, but...
Not as much as Huffer, but you can still take Timberwolves or whatever you want to do. Play a Houndmaster.
And then you're just telling your opponent, like, heal or die.
Heal or
because
die, yeah.
Putting your opponent at 2 or less, as a hunter, you know...
And smart play, by the way, putting it on the Wolf, because he knows that the card coming up, or the critical card, would be hidden Oasis. Not possible this turn, obviously. And that Keeper still isn't it.
Well, and Starfall.
Protecting himself against swipes, Starfalls, yeah. And that's GG's. Universe taking home with the Hunter. He kept trusting in the Hunter after he lost with it. Went back to trust in Hunter. That's what I've learned in Hearthstone. Went back to it and draws the game at 1 a pop. So going into the critical phase now. We both have one deck eliminated, and now the mind games start.
You're thinking the mind games start just now?
Mind games start just now. Do you go Druid again?
The mind games start before the match even starts, man.
The mind games start before the day you register for the tournament is when the mind games start. Absolutely. Do you go back to the Druid if you're Ryukuma?
Evidently not.
You don't. Pick up the Paladin.
So we have Murloc Shaman and OTK Paladin.
Also very cool deck here. Very unique list. I've mentioned that from Ryu.
Yeah.
Both the Shaman and the Paladin not exactly the most popular.
Not
choice.
quite the most unique lists we've seen, but
It's not exactly the same as Porter's Advantage lineup that he brought, but that was insanity too. It was the most entertaining though. So Shrivala you see on hand there, which could come in pretty handy.
yeah, and I think we're probably just gonna see an Angler here. Maybe the Slurper, but I think the Angler has better follow-up plays.
The Angler does have better follow-up plays. A critical card in the hand for Ryukuma is the Consecration, obviously.
Against the Murloc deck for sure.
Big
But that's
time.
also why the Cold at Zero is so important.
Second one, yes. And he's gonna
Plays the Thalnos full well knowing that Contact now deals 3, which you could have played around with Cold Light, but do you really want to? Oh, intriguing.
Titanic Lock. Huh.
I do like new Titanic Lack.
Yeah, you want to protect that that Tide Caller. He's gonna. Oh, that doesn't play around Consec, but now he kills the.
Yeah,
But it still doesn't play around it very well. I think you want to put it on the Tide Caller to make it survive.
The thought was, and that's what I generally think oftentimes when I play Titanic Lack, is put it on the minion you don't mind dying, because it has taunt.
But
in
this case, it might have been.
it ended up backfiring a lot.
Yeah, you want to put it on the one that you want to survive.
Especially because you know your opponent has both Hammer of Wrath and Consec in his deck, so both of those could have been played around with.
Yeah, so that was good. That was good play. You see, by the way, you're gonna see Elven Archer make an appearance here, big time. I mean, who would have thought that card would ever see play in anything?
Well, yeah, that's true. I still don't quite get it, but
it's a removal option.
It's suddenly a popular card, and man, the world we live in, you know.
Is it not just very good in this one against stuff like this 2-1 and all the Reborn stuff?
Well, Reborn is probably the reason why it's so popular these days, huh?
Seer on the board, and Consec might follow up.
Well, yeah, but Consec now is a little awkward. It's still not bad by any stretch, but it would have been a lot better.
Now you get the Archer to show up.
If we didn't have the Seer, which is why that's such a core card.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
I think he's dealing well. He's dealing well so far.
Yeah.
So is Ryu.
A lot of AoE removal deals 2 damage.
Yeah.
So
Tasty Fin's Soul is the obvious play.
Or some even 1. So
gotta mutate someone. Wow. Whew. Oh, I saw the big stats, but then it's the. But then you think, do you mutate
only
it
attack
again?
while you have spell damage.
And you don't have spell damage in Murloc Shaman. Do you mutate again?
I guess you could mutate into something with spell damage, but that's very unlikely.
I think it's a dead card.
We have Kobold Geomancer and Thalnos on 2. So you do have a lot of 1-drops.
Doubtful.
I'm not saying it's likely.
Nostalgia in the house. And he's getting closer and closer to that Shrivala. And there's Kangor too. Kangor's big.
Yeah, Kangor is very impactful.
Is a huge one. Flash
of
right
lights.
away. Pretty good. Lands drawn. And he's doing good. Ryukuma is in control of this game right now.
That Angler is a little awkward without the second Murloc.
But you're gonna play Soul, I think. You gotta have to establish. You're gonna Hero Power, play the Angler and Soul.
Yeah, that does make sense, especially with the taunt and to protect.
Be very conservative not to, I think.
See, on the one hand, I can see why you want to keep it for the nearly guaranteed use next turn, especially because you don't get one Murloc out of it, you get an entire board of Murlocs out of it, basically. But at least Soul.
No Soul, that's very weird to me. I don't understand why you wouldn't play
the board isn't gonna go that much wider.
No. Alright, now he has an expensive Baleful Banker. But a good Shrink Ray.
I was about to say, more importantly, maybe a cheap Shrink Ray?
Decides to call a timeout and just sit pretty. I'm waiting, I'm good. War Leader though. Timeout. Keep in mind, timeout. All that damage of that War Leader is not happening. Do you play Soul? I mean, you have to play Soul at this point, right?
No you Soul. Think so?
Wow. What are you thinking about?
I don't know, man. That Hammer of Wrath isn't gonna do too much, but I guess you want it for the Shravala, which, by the way, you can play now. You can't banker at the same turn, but
yeah, gonna just go 3 silver. Nice and easy. And now I would imagine, I mean, you have to start playing something in your universe. You gotta go Murloc, and Soul or something. Well, I mean, what are you waiting on, right? You can't play Totems all the time.
I don't know what the strategy here is exactly. Spell damage. Right, Wrath of Air Totem!
Is that what he was trying to do the whole time?
Maybe! It still doesn't seem great not to Soul, but, you know. I do...
You have to play Soul. You're never gonna get a better Soul than Murloc ever.
Arcane Watcher and Shaman. You don't see it, like, ever, obviously, because it's not a good card.
You don't see it ever anywhere.
Well, it used to be in Silence Priest. Not that that was a great deck, but...
And there's a Holy Wrath? Alright. I think that Pyro is now gonna have to put in some work. I think it's Pyro time.
That seems like a reasonable idea, yeah. Pyro Shrink Ray?
Or Shrink Ray Pyro 2 spells. Because Pyro Shrink Ray killed itself, too.
Yeah.
So you have to play something first, like Shrink Ray first, then Pyro, and then 2 spells.
Yeah, and I guess one of those spells is gonna be Subdue, huh?
And one is Timeout.
Yep. You know, But yeah, the Shrink Ray there is huge.
There's your Wild Pyro. Zephyrus activated, Shravala causes nothing. That is good.
There is the draw of the Tasty Fin. We're seeing a Toxin and a Fish Flinger. The Fish Flinger definitely a useful card, but it's a bit late.
Everything's gone.
And it's gone.
It's game. Nothing gonna happen. He's gonna
start off with the Angler. Start rebuilding the board.
See the deck for Ryukuma getting pretty empty pretty quickly now. So
yeah, that's
he's
true.
definitely getting in range of pulling that Shravala combo off and just winning. But he has to survive one more storm here from the Murlocs.
Yeah. Tasting coming down, I assume he wants to play as much as possible without having to play the War Leader this turn.
War Leader back.
And yeah, now this is the situation where if you can plop down the War Leader,
that's good.
While retaining the board, you just win.
I think it might be Zephyr's time though. I think it
should be Zephyr's time, yeah.
Just deal with this one.
Because this board looks scary.
Yeah, it's gonna be Zephyr's to like Holy Nova.
I think it might be a 3 damage or Shadow Flame, something like that.
Flame Strike is fine, Baron Geddon is fine. Tyrion Fordring every time. Every time.
It's surprising, considering how often it gives you Shadow Flame, that it wouldn't. The one time when it would be perfectly useful. Didn't give him Hellfire either. Nope. Both of which I personally see a lot at lower mana costs when it comes to dealing with boards.
But Baron Geddon I do like.
No, I don't hate it, especially because it deals with the board continuously. Yeah. But Tyrion seemed a little, you know.
Tyrion is always in there for some reason.
Well, if you have the mana to play him.
Just the value stats, I don't know. It's always Tyrion too.
I mean, granted, Tyrion is probably the strongest Romanian classic legendary.
Yeah.
Because they removed all the ones that were better.
It could be King Crush.
Well, I think Valen definitely comes to mind first.
Over Crush?
Malagos is also classic legend. I didn't
Bro,
say class.
the big problem with classic is with Crushes you can't play in the same turn as Zephyrs usually.
Yeah. I mean, it would give you a Pyroblast over Crush basically every time.
It's from all the time. You gotta also banker him though, I think.
Yeah, it's fine. You have 2 bankers.
And 25 health is the threshold, and Universe is already under 25, so we're all good.
Yeah, I was about to say Universe is soon gonna be under what, 15?
Yeah. Next time you draw a Trevally, you win.
Oh, well, under 15, I say at 15. I meant, of course. Yeah. What do you put up against this?
Scargill play all your Murlocs.
I mean, yeah, but you know, Geddon is gonna kill him again.
Geddon's gonna kill him. That's why Baron Geddon was so strong.
Yeah, and of course, the good old days with Frost Edge Jaina, that would all be lifesteal.
That was lifesteal. Light.
I mean, how many cards do we have?
I don't know.
4.
Oh, it's just lethal on the board. Easy.
Well, isn't that boring,
Doesn't
though?
even need the Holy Wrath. We want to see the 25 damage be dealt.
I get it, but no.
Not gonna happen. Ryukuma,
As a matter of fact,
easy
you could have Holy Wrath instead of attacking with your weapon and likely still killed him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah. He took it.
Generally speaking, I know that if you have a guaranteed lethal, you don't want to make flashy plays, but it's not
especially
like
in
this
the
fucking cost you.
quarterfinals of a Trash Bowl.
Yeah.
Especially here. Don't wanna take any risks.
But there was no risk. It was literally just a flash.
2-1 lead for Ryukuma. What's the strategy for Universe right now, JJ?
Well, Universe knows what deck Ryukuma is playing next. As a matter of fact, it is once again the Quest Druid. And of course, you bring the deck that is better equipped to deal with that.
That's your Shaman.
Probably not the Combo Priest.
Nope, it's your Shaman.
No matter what the deck is, honestly.
It's your Shaman.
Because Quest Priest is A, generally very unreliable in this tournament, and B, let's be real here. Universe's Quest Priest. Combo Priest, not exactly
it's
complete.
It's not the best list. It's a bit unconventional, so he's gonna hold that as long as he has to.
He basically said, like, he ran out of cards to build competitive decks after the 3rd one.
Well, the other 3 decks were really good, though. They do look pretty good.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate in a deck where in a tournament where you need 4 decks, if you're 1 deck short, of course. In 4 or so months when we do this again, then probably will be a problem.
They'll probably have it together.
Especially because all of the decks from this tournament are still going to be viable. Yeah. Well, playable, I should say.
You see the aggression there from Universe. Right away.
I mean, that's what you want to see.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see against the Quest decks.
That's what you want to see. Especially Druid.
Well, Druid and Shaman about equally, I would say.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, Hunter, but you know, they're the most, when we say Quest decks, usually primarily we're talking about Shaman and Druid, of course.
Because those are primarily the good quests in the game.
Yeah, I mean, we do see Quest Rogues, but it's mostly just Temporal with Quest, and we see, every now and again, we do see a Hunter, but...
Doesn't happen too much.
Ooh.
Swipe draw! Swipe draw! You can't not play it, right?
I think you have to.
You can't not, it's too good. That's too good.
Unfortunate that this does not happen in 2 phases, because otherwise you could have dealt with that Mermaid, and that's a huge threat on its own, but...
That was a big swipe. Of course, that prolongs his quest for 1 turn, but I think
you can just play the Angler now, honestly. Also,
well, the Angler's probably gonna get wrathed, right? You don't want to do that.
Well, yeah, but I think it makes sense because if it lives, you're getting the maximum use out of it. Also, we're seeing Finley on a deck that oftentimes runs Elise by design.
That Finley's gonna come in handy if he keeps it.
Yeah. I've once happened to be in a lucky situation where when I was playing Highlander Warlock, I gotten a Finley Fish Lantern at me, and trust me, it's pretty good.
Pretty good. He's gonna play it right now. He's gonna forego the Valley.
Contesting the board while
I think he knows he doesn't need. He knows he doesn't need it. Is the thing, right?
Yeah. Also, what do you want to get? Priest, Warrior, Druid,
Hunter to close it out.
Well, that's not your strategy.
It's all too late anyway. When that happens, don't need it. But yeah, Hidden Oasis, Double Defender, GG's in the chat right now.
Yeah, that makes sense, but it also doesn't finish the quest.
Or you bees the war leader and just take it easy for us.
Well, some might say that this card is the bee's knees.
It's the bee's knees. It's great. People thought it was just a meme card. It was fun. They had the whole line cracker situation there mapped out, which doesn't really work.
Come on, every single time a new card is revealed that has any kind of OTK potential, people are gonna find the crazy OTK before they think of any useful uses. That's just the community, though.
Always. Shutterwalk, prominent example.
Well, but Shutterwalk worked.
Yes. And still, to a degree, works as a combo piece.
Well, I mean, yeah, we still see it in Quest Shaman. We just saw a Shutterwalk Shaman, but not as the repeatable
Insanity. Chain gangs. Zephyr's not active, but it's still 3 taunts, right?
I mean, yeah, Hidden Oasis, Anubisath, as you said.
You can play 3 Anubisaths.
If you want to.
It would be like that.
Yeah.
Done that before.
But why not play 2 Zephyrs at a later turn?
Money now is better than money later. Look at this wall. That's spreading.
Well,
that's like spreading plague.
Some money now is not necessarily better than a lot of money later.
But you don't need the money later, because you already win later anyway.
There's always useful money later.
If you were
your metaphor breaks down.
If you were guaranteed $1 billion in 10 years, would you rather have 10,000 today or 50,000 in 5 years? That's what I thought.
Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, with the decent investment spread, 10,000 this year could very much be 50,000 in what was it, 5 years?
5 years, yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I'll take the money right. Starfall.
It's not as huge as you're making it out right now.
Starfall. That is huge.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's really good. But it's by no means necessary to win this matchup at this point.
But it's great to win the matchup. And that's
I mean, it's the smoothest one you're gonna get, yeah.
Game. That's just game. There's no way around it. Right?
I mean, it's one of these next turn or something? Wait, no,
it's over. Universe already recognizing it. Ryukuma, solid performance after all, and he didn't even victimize that priest. He won that game fair and square, the whole match.
Yeah.
He didn't even see the priest. He just flat out won the match. So good job to Ryukuma. Moving on to the semifinals. That's gonna be it's gonna be a good showdown. Yeah, GG's from Universe, GG's to you back. Thanks for participating. Good job by you. Obviously, we're gonna see you back. We know that. And Ryukuma, hopefully, we're gonna see you back too. But you are not done for this time because the semis are coming up. So you better get back in the lab. And congratulations. Hopefully, we'll see more of that good stuff. But everyone, thank you for watching. Drop a like on this video to support these competitors as Ryukuma takes it 3-1. Moving on, and the next round is drawing closer. We'll soon have the final brackets published, and then we'll find matchups and start play hopefully in a few days, hopefully very soon. So that's going to be interesting. We're looking forward to that one. But yeah, subscribe to TrashcanTV if you haven't done that yet, and go join our Discord server. Link to that is in the description of this video. You can talk to us and all these fantastic players, and maybe even try yourself, because we, like JJ already mentioned, we're going to host the Trash Bowl again, hopefully next expansion, and you can feel free to register for that. So we're always looking for players. Hopefully we'll meet you there soon, and until then, JJ.
That's it.
Sergey.
That's it.
That's it.